Hey, what is up guys? DemFB here. In this video, I'm going to talk about productivity, specifically how to stay productive long term. I'm going to share a trick that I've learned from a book called The Personal MBA, written by Josh Kaufman. I think I pronounced that name right. If I didn't, I'll write it down in the video. Either way, in this book, The Personal MBA, he has a chapter about the body, basically, and it's kind of an evolutionary chapter. And in this chapter, he talks about how the body works and how our operating system is made for an environment that is not modernized, that doesn't fit in the society we have today. And I use this biological knowledge to stay productive over the course of a school year or a work year or whatever I'm doing. I use this trick to keep on producing the amount of work that I wish to produce. So stay until the end of this video and you'll also know how to use this trick to stay productive long term. As some of you may know, I brought up this book, The Personal MBA, in my series, Remarkable Reads. If you haven't watched that video, make sure to watch it right after this one. Here it goes. My main takeaway from the evolutionary chapter of The Personal MBA. As I mentioned, this chapter talks about how the body is built for an environment that is not relevant today. It's built for an environment that is relevant back in the caveman days. Because we have several layers of our brain that react in different ways, and the most inner parts of our brain, I think it's called the limbic system, is responsible for our primal instincts and our emotions. Now, what this system can do is actually hinder you from making as much progress as you would like in this modern society that we're in right now. So it is possible for many people that your primal instincts or your biological system is hindering you from making as much progress as you would like, just because it is built for an environment that is not relevant today. So I'm going to take a story that Josh Kaufman brought up in this chapter about the body in the Personal MBA, and I'm going to teach it to you, or I'm going to tell it to you and teach you the knowledge that you can take from that situation. So here we go. Josh Kaufman talks about how it was in the caveman days. You walked around and you looked for food and you just try to survive. Now, you could, for example, go up to a bush and then pick some berries. If there was a snake in that bush and it scared you, or, kind of attacked you, you would get a fight or flight response. This is very common. You can Google it everywhere. Fight or flight is a very good term to know about. Do look it up. I'm not going to talk more about it in this video, but you get a fight or flight response. So either you fight or you flight. So, and both things require energy. Either you require energy to fight or you require energy to run away, which is flight. So the thing is that our bodies think that we still live in this old environment that was the caveman days. So what basically happens is our bodies save energy for these types of situations. So we need extra energy reserves in order to handle life-threatening situations in case, a snake pops up in a bush. So back in the day, we got a sense of urgency or stress when we were in an environment that we didn't feel safe in. And what that did was it heightened our senses to defend ourselves and lowered our other senses that may not be important in case we die. So, for example, that's why you get cottonmouth when you try to present in front of a lot of people. Your digestive system slows down because your body prepares for a situation that might feel stressful. It gets into that fight or flight mode. Now, in order to have energy to react with a fight or flight response, you need to have reserves in your body. And what your body then does is that whenever you don't feel a sense of urgency or don't feel like you have to do something right now. You don't have any pressure at all, no stress, and I mean positive stress. There's negative and there's positive stress. But you have no positive stress whatsoever. You don't have that sense of urgency. Then your body thinks this is the perfect moment to take a rest, to store up reserves in case I encounter a fight or flight situation, which back in the day was life-threatening. Today, the worst case is that you tank a presentation. I mean, there's not a lot of life-threatening situations going on in our lives right now. And that's why the body hasn't really evolved as our society has. Our body still thinks that whenever you feel stress or a sense of urgency, it needs to heighten its senses and, stop the digestive system from working. And therefore, it also feels like it needs to store energy for those situations, basically. So what I'm getting at is, if you've ever felt lazy during a Sunday, Saturday, whatever, I know I have, just because you were, just chilling in bed and you didn't really have anything set out to do today, and your schedule isn't really that stressful, you've completed a lot of deadlines in school or at work or whatever, and you just don't have a lot of pressure right now. And that could be nice. You could want to rest and just take it easy. If you want that, that's for you. But I want to stay productive as much as I can if I'm able to, and if I can withstand it. What the body does is that it senses that you don't have a sense of urgency right now, and therefore it goes to energy saving mode, saving energy for a potential life-threatening situation. So your body starts to save energy because you don't have a sense of urgency in the purpose of defending yourself if a life-threatening situation occurs later that day. Now, for most of us, as I said, that's not true. We won't have a life-threatening situation, which means we will go to bed with more energy reserves than we actually need. This is what's called laziness, according to Josh Kaufman. It's actually a biological phenomenon that he describes as saving energy that you don't need in an environment that's completely safe compared to the caveman days. So next time you feel tired or just, you're feeling like a couch potato today, try to create a sense of urgency that gets your body going. Try to, start a task that's easy to complete, a small task, just a quick thing. Pick up the dishes, clean up your room, whatever. Do something quick, get your body going, and then start planning what you could be doing to create a sense of urgency. Look up the deadlines you have, look up extra work that you could do, and then plan it in. That will eventually create a sense of urgency, preventing you or your body from having this biological reaction of laziness, and therefore stopping you from making progress in your life that you wish to do. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't rest at all. I'm just saying that next time you feel tired or just lazy, figure out, is it because you slept too little? Is it because you ate bad, your diet is bad? Or is it just because you lack a sense of urgency right now? If it is that you lack a sense of urgency right now, start by making a quick task work and then planning more tasks to get your system going, get some daily momentum, and start checking off the list and doing your thing. This has been another Mindset Mania video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like below. If you have any thoughts, something that I missed, please comment below. I do like to discuss with anyone about anything. If I missed a perspective, I would like to know. I'm also here to learn, as I'm here to teach. So hit me up if you got any questions or comments, and I'll be happy to answer them all. Subscribe if you like all my videos, and well, if you just like some of them, you can subscribe as well. But if you enjoyed my Mindset Mania videos in particular, make sure to check out that playlist on my channel. I apologize for this video being late. I have had a lot to do with my company and my studies at KDH, so I will try to step it up the upcoming weeks, but we'll see how I do. No excuses. I'm just gonna try to do as much as I possibly can. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. But until then, stay driven.